Recent book.
Hard enough you will find. For those out there that need a game plan, I'm going to give you the game plan to win. Until you change, nothing going to.
What is going on? Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. This is the Winner Circle Mindset Mastermind Monday call, and today there is a very special thing I'm going to cover. A lot of people kind of asking the same thing. I'm trying to work on this. I'm trying to work on that, but we just can't get right. So I'm not sure what area you grew up in, but there was a movie. I think this was not part of the script, but I think it was Life. If I'm wrong, correct me, but there's a guy named Can't Get Right, and he just couldn't get right. And let me tell you, sometimes you can be trying to do what you're trying to do, but somehow the pieces just do not connect. Now, in business specifically, of course, there's other areas in your life this might translate to, but specifically in business today, this is one of those things to where it will help you tremendously. So, what the topic is, again, I hope you're a note taker. If not, should be, because note takers are money makers. But visualization. Now, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, I don't have 2 hours to sell you on why things like this work. That's not my goal. My goal for you is to take the information and wait, right? My first mentor taught me this a long time ago. Take what they say, and you wait, right? If it's good for you, but it's hard to do, or it's good for you and not used to doing it, and it could give you, it could give you the outcome you want, you probably should do it, right? So take what I say, try to lean in best you can for 40 minutes or less, and after, just weigh it all out. But if you are here, be here. Because you are logged into this YouTube live, you are engaged. Try to engage fully. So I was at Muay Thai today, or training today. I did some Muay Thai pad work, and by no means am I a UFC fighter. By no means do I aspire to be a UFC fighter. But if you go out with me somewhere and somebody mess with us, you want me next to you. Put it that way, right? But I remember, so I started doing Muay Thai like at least 4 years ago. I never did it prior. Did boxing as a kid, a couple fights as a kid growing up, right? But I never took official training before, and I never had to deal with somebody in the ring. I never had to deal with somebody in the ring for 2 minutes. I don't care how big, how strong, how athletic you are. If you have never had to deal with somebody, another man, another woman, for 2 minutes that was greater or equal skill level, you don't know what you're missing. And I remember that when I first started, I'm athletic, I can move around, I kind of know how to fight a little bit, right? And I used to get knocked down, and I would get right back up. I would get knocked down, get right back up. I went to a dojo where we sparred every day. Some Muay Thai dojo spar once a month, once a blue moon. We sparred every single day. So I had a lot of time to get knocked down. And let me tell you, because I'm athletic, because I'm built how I built. I'm pretty athletic. Where folks want to go against me quite often. I found myself getting knocked down a lot. And my seafood sensei, whatever you call him, right? It's just called seafood in our industry. He would always say, "Man, you get up too fast." He would say, "You get up too fast." And I thought because, I don't want to get knocked out, I don't want to appear weak. I want to get up right away and get more. If I want to get more, right? And he said, you need to get up slower. One, because you want to breathe while you're down there. Two, take the time. That there's a 10 count. Take the time while you're down there to identify what got you knocked down. So when you get back up, you can prepare yourself. Some of you have let entrepreneurship, life, things knock you down. And because how you were raised, because where you grew up at, because what you think it takes to be successful, you think that getting back up right away is the best idea. And I'm going to challenge you on that. I'm going to challenge you to think getting up right away is not the best way to win. Now, to survive, to fight more rounds, to just go at it, for sure. You want to be the 50-year-old entrepreneur, 50-year-old, sales guy, carrying around the same old briefcase, same old gas saver car. Keep on at it. But if you truly want that life of freedom that you were sold, the life of freedom that you were sold, the income, the freedom, the legacy, the contribution, the way you carry yourself, the people you guys see, if you want to have that kind of lifestyle or better, it's gonna take you laying down for a second, realizing why are you getting knocked out. And I'm going to challenge you on this. It's probably your lack of vision. I'm 99.9% it's your lack of vision. Now, Claude, how I know this? Okay, let's go at it. I challenge you to lean in for the next 45 minutes. If you have done every single thing that I'm gonna highlight and you have not got any results, please give me a call. Numbers about my screen. I want to personally send you $1,000, right? If you can track and show me you have done every single thing for a long period of time and you have not got the results, please give me a call. My staff, we will send you $1,000 right away, no problem. Because I know that when I did these things, you guys, my life changed. When I really figure out what I want, I focused on the reasons I wanted it, and I did exactly what I'm gonna go over today. And I still do this to this day. It is not a case to where you can do something one time and I'm healed, I'm better. It's not how it works. You have to show up every single day. You have to have a paradigm shift so it becomes your new normal. So this is what this is not going to be. This is not some, talk yourself into it. Affirmations, I'm sure they work. I'm going to be wealthy. I'm wealthy. Rare Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? This is not that. Not saying it doesn't work. I'm going to share with you guys what's taught to me. I'm going to talk more about where I learned this from. But just know you're going to learn some very specific techniques that will allow you to see change rapidly. Now, how fast? As fast as you use the tool. How fast will you see change? As fast as you use the tool. If you do what I'm going to explain in the next 20 minutes, over and over again, anchor it in, shit, you might see results right away. Matter of fact, I'm convinced you will see results tonight. I'm convinced if you really lean in for 20 more minutes, lean in and block out all your distractions, phone on do not disturb mode, you really seek change, you will see results tonight. You will feel more alive tonight. You will have a game plan tonight. You will leave this call, this Zoom, this YouTube, this link, whatever you're watching this on, you will leave it with clarity if you lean in. If you don't lean in, sign off now. There is no point in you watching it, judging me for my small t-shirt, right? And going, oh man, that's not whack, that is that another. I mean, I don't get paid for this, right? I'm doing this because I know people are suffering. I know I would have killed for this kind of coaching. I would have literally paid, in fact, I have paid a lot of money to learn this stuff. I've had my same coach for the last 7 years. I've probably spent well over $400,000 in personal development. I've been to everything from Tony Robbins Day with Destiny, UPW, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn. Met both when I was 19 years old. Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn when I was 20 years old. Changed my life, right? Not because they put hands on me, because they started an idea. These great teachers started an idea in my mind. And I started to believe. Wow, believe. Now, I didn't make it like $1 million ring after that, but the idea was planted. And if you plant one seed, you pull the weeds, you put the dirt, you let it rain, you pull the weeds, put the dirt, let it rain. That one seed that's planted in you will result in multiple harvests, right? How do I know this? Social proof. One seed was planted in me. I didn't grow up, didn't go to college, don't have any formal training. The experience with my training, life with my training, getting after it with my training. I have no reason to be successful, but yet we built a business with teams over, I don't know, at this point, 807 people in it, generating access, of 7 figures in production, over 6 figures in income, damn near automatic. And it's not because I'm special, it's because I did these things over and over again. And I know it's worked because I've taught several of you this. I've taught several folks this, and it's worked. So this is not some guru easy thing, but if you lean in and do it every single time, you will win. So first thing first, you have a paper and pen, right? Because you listen. Write this down. These are questions, you guys, that I ask myself daily. And I'm so thankful that a coach and mentor triggered me to ask myself these questions. I'm going to encourage you to ask yourself the same questions. What reasons do you have to want the outcome that you want for your life? What reason or reasons do you have on why you want the outcome? Think about that. Some of you are going to say, well, family, lifestyle, that's fine. Write them down. What reasons do you have? Now, I'm going to challenge you again because I'm your friend. I'm your boy. How often do you remind yourself of these reasons? How often do you visit these reasons? In fact, more than how much you visit the reasons, when specifically do you visit the reasons? This is why. You have a conscious mind, you have a subconscious mind. You want to plant things in your subconscious mind early in the morning or late at night, so it can birth proof, increase belief, where you would take more action. That's utilizing more personal power, right? If you write something down midday when you're kind of sleepy, I'm not saying it's not effective, but I guarantee it's way more effective doing it early in the morning at 5:30 a.m. for 30 minutes straight. And then at night, instead of scrolling, of course you don't scroll, I get that. If you scrolled, if you watch Netflix, if you watch TV, if you talk on the phone all night, if you did this before you went to sleep, you would see massive results. So how often are you writing down your reasons for wanting the outcome that you want for your life? Now, do you know your reasons? So write something down right now. Write a couple down, and then write 15 more lines with nothing there. So your mind goes, I have unfinished business. You have unfinished business because you have to write more reasons down. This is a tip. The more reasons you have to want to win, the more activity you'll take to win. If I just want to win to make six figures and I make six figures, it's like, now what? So you have to have multiple reasons. Now, here's the good news. Your reasons list will grow as you grow, but you have to start somewhere. And Napoleon Hill says, start where you stand. Never leave a situation without taking one step forward towards your goal. So you writing down some reasons right now and writing blank numbers down, that's going to help you later come back to this, right? Second thing, can you verbally articulate your outcome? Can you verbally articulate your outcome? Can you verbally say, hey, you know, I want to have multiple youth learning centers across the world where I teach young urban American entrepreneur skills, spiritual skills, healthy living skills, athletic skills, lifestyle skills, and give them a platform and a way to transition into having income opportunities. Can you translate clearly what your vision is, what your outcome is? Can you say for sure, I want my kids to have a private tutor so we can travel the world so they can experience different things and expand their mind while living on our own terms, while earning excess of $100 million, whatever it might be a year? Can you verbally articulate it like that, right? You need to be able to, because where the focus goes, the energy flows, baby. If you can't see it, you can't hit it. You know, if you can't see me, you for sure can't hit me. If you can see me, you better can hit me. But you really have to get great at knowing exactly what you want and having it articulated out to where you can pitch it to someone in the elevator. Someone is about to ask you, hey, what's your reasons? Hey, what outcome do you want in life? Hey, I know you're an entrepreneur. Hey, I know you're running a business. Hey, I know you're doing that for a living. What is your outcome? Can you clearly define your outcome? You have to be able to do that. Here's what I know. If you can't verbally do these things, if you can't, or you won't, because you can do anything. You sound on YouTube. You can figure this out. You figure anything out. If you don't get good at this, or at least get okay at it, you're gonna run very fast on a treadmill. You will work hard. You will bust your assets. You will work very hard. You will spend the time, you'll be on the calls, you'll make the calls, but you still won't have. In fact, I'm gonna challenge you again. If you look at your lifestyle, your income, what you make, and you go, damn, I have worked really hard. I have done some good things, but I'm not quite where I wanna be. Chances are you have not mastered this or even became a novice at it. And I'm telling you, I'm not a master at it, but I practice it daily. So it's about self-mastery. It's a journey. I'm not better or worse than you, except I decided to get started. And most cases, I keep going with this extra. I keep going with tools like this, and you can too, right? So here's what I know. A lot of you are way sharper than me. I say this often because I need you to understand this. I don't know how you appear. I don't know how you think I am. I'm not sure if you know me in person. I'm not sure if you think like I'm really successful. If I'm a great speaker. If I'm not. If I'm just multi-experience guy. A lot of you are way sharper than me. In fact, when I first got introduced to these concepts, I was quite pessimistic. I had never made probably over 50 grand before. I had no passive income. I had no time freedom. I was a teen dad. I have been in trouble with the law since I was in 5th grade, and I had no reason to be successful besides I had a kid. That was the only reason I had, was I'm a teen dad, I'm black, I'm American, I gotta figure it out. That's all I told myself. I did not have strategies like this that I can implement daily to seeing results. When I started implementing strategies like I'm gonna show you guys right now, my life changed. I mean, right away. Like I said, I've met Tony Robbins several times personally. Les Brown, a friend of mine, at least I consider him a friend of mine. Personal phone number. When me and my son were going through a hard time a couple years ago, he talked about something on the phone for me. These are people that are multi big figures that don't have to help me out at all. You know, I've been to Walk on Fire, been to retreats, all kinds of things, right? Because I had to, y'all. I was seeking to get more, and I knew I worked hella hard, but I didn't have the lifestyle that I deserved, right? So by me doing these things, going to these places, seeking these mentors, it helped me, right? It helped me a lot. My bad. And it's gonna help you too. So here's what I know. This is gonna help you guys. Have you ever heard the term utilizing your personal power? You all have everything you need inside of you right this second. There is not one more book you need to read. There is not one more seminar you need to read. Now, those will help you cut the time in half, but if you just unlock your personal power, your ability to take action, your ability to follow through, you would see results right away. Now, here's the thing. Have you identified what's robbing you of your personal power? That's a very big question. Write that down. Have I identified what is robbing me of my personal power? Have I identified what's robbing me of my personal power? Personal power is your ability to follow through. Where I'm from, your ability to get shit done. Your ability to get shit done. What's robbing you of that? Excuses, procrastination. Don't say a girlfriend, don't say a boyfriend. No, you're telling them yes and telling yourself no. See, my phone throughout the day is on blocking mode. I'm telling most people no. I'm telling Claude yes. If I don't do that, I am no good for them. If you don't tell your spouse no, to tell yourself yes, you are no good for them. If you don't go dark, you cannot bring them to the light. You have to tell them no to tell yourself yes. If you ever been on a plane, what do they say? Put your mask on last. No, put your mask on first. So, have you identified what's robbing you of your power? You might should. Now, I'm your friend Claude. I'm your neighborhood friend. Trust me for about 5 minutes right now. We're getting to the finish line here. Really try to do exactly what I'm gonna say. You may feel emotional. You might feel anxious. You might feel nervous. You may tear up. That's a good thing. I need you to really lean in and do exactly what I'm gonna ask you to do. First of all, get your pen. Write down some things. Give you about 50 seconds. Write down some things that are robbing you of your personal power right now. What is robbing you of your personal power? What is stopping you from following through? Is it procrastination? Is it a mindset? Identify some key things that you know you're doing. You don't gotta share it, but you know what you know. And you have to write these things down. A man told me that, if you lie to yourself, you lie to anybody. Don't lie to yourself. What exactly is robbing you of your personal power? What is robbing you of making the calls, taking action? What excuse are you telling yourself? Write it down. All right. You probably have it's going deep. Trust me. You probably have a couple things on that paper. Focus on two of them things. On two things. Just two. And close your eyes. Deep breath in. Let it all slow. Imagine that thing that's robbing you. Your eyes are closed. Keep them closed, y'all. Think 10 years down the line. Think 10 years down the line. 10 years down the line, you are still letting that obstacle win. See yourself 5 years older. Touch your hand with your hand. Touch your right hand with your left hand. Feel your hand. And feel your hand older, more wrinklier. That same problem, that obstacle, that thing that's in your way, it is still in your way. It's got worse now. See yourself 10 years older. Most of you at this point are over 50 years old in this exercise. 50 plus years old. That same obstacle has just kicked your butt. What things have your kids not experienced? Don't let your mind think, I've done good. No, you have done bad. That thing has worked you. It has got a hold on you. What things have your family not experienced? Where have you not gone? See yourself 10 years older. Those same things are dominating you. Where do you live? What color are the walls? Wallpaper, probably. How's the carpet looked in that house? Apartment, trailer, car, homeless. What do you have on? 10 years later, probably almost 70 years old, your health is declining at this point. That same obstacle has dominated you. It has dominated you, It's got worse now. What did you teach your children? How has this probably hurt them? How do your grandkids see you? Do you even have kids? Do you even have grandkids? What has this problem took from you? See yourself 10 years older, probably in your 80s. It's painful. The obstacle has still won. You are still not living the life you want to live. Your health's declining. What kind of care do you have for your life? How's your health? Where do you live at? Keep your eyes closed. 97 years old on your deathbed. Think of the heavy regret. Think of the agony that this problem has led to. The agony that this problem has made for you. The life that you meant to live, you never lived it. The change you want to have, the impact you want to have, the family you want to have, you never got it. Because this thing that's plaguing you in your 20s, 30s, or 40s. Open your eyes slowly. Come back. Doesn't feel good, does it? You know, we live in a cause and effect world where things you do or things you don't do, they matter. And identifying what is robbing you, what is blocking you, is the first step. If you have a cut on your hand and you don't know it's bleeding, you're not triggered to get a Band-Aid. Hopefully, you identified the cut. Hopefully, last 5 minutes gave you some leverage on yourself to not be willing to live a life of not having what you want to have. So, that was dark. Let's shake it off. Okay, shake it off. Gotta change your energy up because now we're gonna get into the solution. The first thing about a solution is you have to be in a clean, resourceful state. So the same way you just trusted me and kept your eyes closed and let yourself do a very emotional exercise. Might have tears. I'm holding mine back because I think of my life. I think of my family's life. I think of where I've been, what I went through. And if I didn't get very serious about changing it, I would not be so bent on all these things. So, we're gonna do a guided meditation, 5 minutes only. It's gonna change your energy level up. You can't go into the next phase with the solution in a dark state, in a lower emotional state. Gotta be in a high emotional resourceful state, right? So trust me again, I'm your friend, I'm Claude. 5 minutes, close your eyes, follow the exact directions you're gonna hear.
Please sit comfortably with your spine straight and relaxed.
Listen, do
Your head
exactly
straight,
what he says.
your chest open, your feet flat on the floor. Please close your eyes when you're ready. Let's start with PQ reps, focusing on your head and face area. Gently take both hands and very slowly begin to slide down your fingers, starting from the top of your forehead. Feel all your fingertips slowly slide down your forehead. Feel your eyebrows. Feel the gentle pressure of your fingertips against your eyelashes and eyelids. Slowly slide further down and feel your fingertips on your nose. Now stop your fingertips slightly under your nose and notice the temperature and sensation of air each time you breathe out. Keep noticing your breath on your fingers. Now continue to slide down your hands with your fingers going over your lips. Notice all the sensations of that. And now sliding further down on your chin and jaw. Now put your right hand on your stomach and notice the gentle rising and falling of your stomach with each breath. Now do some reps with your sense of touch. Rub two fingertips gently against each other with such a tension that you can feel the fingertip ridges on both fingers. Now rub all the fingertips of one hand gently against the fingertips and palm of the other hand, and notice all those sensations. Now do PQ reps with your sense of hearing. Hear the farthest away sound that you can hear. Now hear the closest sound that you can hear. Take your time, and whenever you feel ready, open your eyes.
So, you write down how you feel. I'm not going to tell you guys how you feel right now. If you did the exercise, you know how you feel. Write those things down. That was called a PQ rep. There's a book on that. If you want the book, the Apple book, give me a call, give me a text. We'll get it to you. But very important you manage your health, mental health, right, and breathing, right. That was very, very on point to what we just did, and it changed your focus, right? Now, here's the fun part. I'm Claude. You can trust me. I need your energy. I need your energy for 5 more minutes. If you can do exactly what I'm gonna tell you to do. Hey, so far, I'm 2-0, baby. You have not been failed yet. If you did exactly what I said on the first exercise, you did exactly what I said on the second exercise, you feel awake and woke and good right this second. There's more. And if you do this and you continue to do this, this will be the one exercise, the one thing you can do every single day throughout your day to give you more energy, more, how should I say, clarity, and it will allow you to use more personal power than you ever have before. But there's a caveat. You have to use it. So, take out a sheet of paper. Take out a sheet of paper. A new one. Because I know you already had one out. Now, you're going to, on this paper, use a second to get it. I'm getting excited now because this is the fun part. This is what's going to take you to the next level. This is going to take you like, I got this. Trust me. New sheet of paper, right? Draw a big triangle. Draw a big triangle, right? How are we going to do it, right? A big triangle on the paper. Okay? All right? On the bottom of the triangle, write physiology and body. What's physiology mean? It means your movement, your body, how you respond, how you move, right? Physiology, write the word physiology, P-Y-P-H-Y-I-S-O-Y, whatever. Spell how you want to spell it. Physiology and body. Write that down at the very bottom of the triangle, in the inner triangle. Physiology and body. On the left side of the inner triangle, write down focus and beliefs. focus and beliefs. On the right side of the triangle, write down language. Language, 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 how you speak, right? Now, think about this. Think about what you want really. That house, that family, that car, that income, that amount of money you want to make, those causes you want to contribute to, and actually let yourself feel for a second, just a second, like you got them. Like you actually got them. Like you have that income, like you have that family, if you have that health. Let yourself feel for a second like you actually have them things. How would you get up feeling in the morning? If it's Monday now and you have $100 million in the bank, wife and kids, that's what you want. Contribution, non-profits, kids foundation, real estate, the fancy Bugatti, Ferrari. If you actually got this shit, how would you feel in the morning? Write that down. Would you feel lazy in the morning? Probably not. How would you stand? Would you walk around like a boss? Would you walk around dressed sharp or bummy? You'd probably be sharp, probably feel energized, probably walk around like a boss. You probably feel 100 feet tall. That's how your body, that's how your looks, right? Now, how do you move? Do you move sluggish? If you work for $100 million in a new Ferrari, getting lunch with your family, or are you traveling to Europe for the weekend, are you walking around with your shoulders down, depressed? Or you walk around lit, tall, right? How are you walking around? Write at least 5 things down. At least 5. At least 5 things down. How you look, how you walking around, how you stand. I stand 100 feet tall. I stand like Superman. I stand like a boss. I stand like a millionaire. I stand like I'm Incredible Hulk. I stand like this. I move like this. I walk fast. I walk slow. Hell, I don't walk nowhere. They carry me everywhere. How are you going to write it? Write it down. To the left side, focus and beliefs. What are some things you focus on? What did you focus on to have that goal achieved? You focused on probably activity, I am, family, work. What focus, stick with me, what focus served you? What things did you focus on that helped you obtain those things, right? What did you believe? Did you believe you were lazy? Did you believe you were slow? Did you believe you were uneducated? Of course not. You believe you were a boss. You believe you had the mindset. You believe you can do anything. You believe that everything in life that happened to you was setting you up for this big ass moment. What exactly do you believe? What exactly do you focus on? Write 5 to 10 down. Go. All right, language, right? To look to the right. Language, what? Very similar to beliefs, but a little different. What do you tell yourself every day you wake up? You look in the mirror. I mean, I'm not sure if y'all seen Creed Part 3, but Brad's house, that's my house. They just living there right now, right? If I had that kind of house, if I had a button to make a wall disappear and my pool in Malibu, what would I tell myself? Thank God for 1. I did it for 2. My family would never have to struggle. What's next? What language do you tell yourself? What language do you tell yourself? Write it down. All right, 5 seconds. Now, I'm gonna sit down. You stand up. Come on, I'm your friend, I'm Claude. You trust me. We've come this far. Don't stop now. Stand up. Now, you know what you have written down. You need to, as I clap, to let you guys know what I'm doing. This is called an anchor. We're gonna anchor this in. You have to use energy. You have to be loud. You have to use posture. You have to use energy. Make a move every time I clap. Every time I clap, you make a move. Make a move that you will connect these results with. My move is this, because I've done it several times. When I was taught these things, I chose this to be my anchor. Choose an anchor. Use mine if you want. That's fine. Choose an anchor. Every time I clap, make your move and stand how you would stand. Make your move and say how you're standing. For example, make a move. I stand 100 feet tall. I stand like Superman. I stand like a boss. That's making your move. That's how y'all should be. Your wife, your husband, your kids should be like, okay. They should be very uncomfortable at you for the next 7 seconds. But after you feel what you feel, you're gonna thank me. You can trust me, I'm Claude. So, first things first, stand up. I'm gonna say make your move. I'm gonna clap. You know that means physiology first. Stand how you wanna stand. Say those things out loud. I clap again. We're gonna go to the left. We're gonna go to focus and belief. You're gonna say those things to yourself out loud. You're gonna imagine you have that outcome. You're gonna really believe what you are saying out loud. Clap again, make your move. Go to the right. You're gonna go to language. You're gonna actually say these things. We're gonna go through this maybe 3 to 4 times. I encourage you, the more intense you are, the more likely you are to feel the result of this. I learned this at Date with Destiny with Tony Robbins, and I had people, my very first time I was in the very, very back, cheap tickets. I snuck to the front, day 2, because in the back they were talking. They weren't doing the stuff. They were saying it was a scam. They were saying this ain't real. They're in the back texting saying this is BS. I'm like, forget that. I snuck to the front. First 3 rows, it was lit. Every person said this stuff works. This stuff's amazing. This stuff is like life changing. Funny that works out. When you engage with things, you get your outcome. When you don't engage, you get no outcome. Engage. All right. We're gonna start in 5 seconds. Come on. 5 seconds. Come on. 5 seconds. Come on. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Make sure you stand in 2. Alright, 1. Alright. First thing first. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make your move. Good physiology. How do you stand? When you have what you want, how do you stand? How's your body? How tall do you look? What do you say to yourself? Come on. Focus and believe. What language do you say to yourself? What beliefs do you have? Come on. Language. What do you tell yourself? Say it to yourself. Focus and belief. Excuse me. Physiology, body, right? How do you stand? How are you staying right now? Are you staying tall? Are you staying short? You have what you want. How do you stand? Focus and believe. What do you say to yourself? What belief do you have? Be verbal with it. Say it out loud. Language. Say the things you say to yourself. What do you tell yourself when you have what you want to have? When you actually get the results? What do you tell yourself? Come on, last time. Body. How do you stand? Physiology. How do you stand when you have what you want? If you have what you want right now, if you drove that car, if you have that house, how would you stand? Focus and believe. What do you believe? What do you say? What are you focused on Tuesday morning? You have all that. What do you focus on? Language. What do you tell yourself? Come on. Body. How do you stand? Physiology. Focus and believe. What do you tell yourself? Faster. Language. What do you tell yourself? Come on. What do you tell yourself? Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Ah! Let's go. Woo! I know you fired up. I know you feel the energy. Because what you feel right now is how you're gonna feel when you have that stuff. Now, it takes you being in a heightened state right? Using energy, using movement, connecting with that with physical movement, causing reaction to feel how you feel right now. Now the question is, will you master this? The question is, how often will you do this? When this was taught to me, they gave us a challenge to do it 100 times a day. Now, how long do you do it? Maybe you don't do it as long as we did. Maybe it takes you 5 minutes. Maybe like I did mine when I was in the shower and brushing my teeth. I would be like this. Like a crazy person. I am crazy. I'm crazy focused on what I want. Are you? If you're not crazy, if you're not desperate, you won't get it. Pack it up, go home. If you're desperate, if you're crazy, if you master your own personal power, you master doing the little things. Now, Claude, how to make calls, how to make calls, how to make more sales. Don't focus on that just yet. Focus on doing the little things. Operating out of a positive, insightful state. Focusing on what you want. Focusing on your reasons. Can you do that first? Can you even deserve to have success? Have you heard Elon Musk's story? Have you heard Steve Jobs' story? What do you focus on? That's where it starts. The business part comes after. Trust me. I've tried it in the other order. It does not work. Control what you focus on. So, as we're wrapping up, I'm Claude, my friend. You trust me. Thank you. How many times tomorrow are you going to do this exercise? How many times tomorrow are you going to do it? I recommend the shower and then brushing your teeth. It's a great spot to start. So you're imagining the thing, how you stand how you stand. You visualize, you're putting yourself through the ring. In the shower, brushing your teeth, or you're cooking, or you're driving. Folks will be like, he crazy. I'm crazy with my goals. Most folks, y'all, won't have what they want to have because they're telling everyone yes and their own self no. And they're worried about what people think about them. Don't be. Because 20 years, just like you told your kids. Your friends in high school won't be your friends in real life. It's kind of true. The people that judge you now, that you worry about now, that you want to recruit, you want to build a business with, that you're scared to give them a call, they won't matter. I hate to say it that way. When you win. They only matter when you lose, because you're still with them hanging out. When you win, when you elevate, they can't get to where you're at because they didn't do what you did. So, I'm your friend. I'm Claude. You trust me. I trust you. Thank you. I hope this helped out. I hope you mastered the art of doing. I hope you really took this seriously. I hope you have wrote down how many times you're going to do that triangle tonight, tomorrow. Let me know the results. Let me know if it helped you out. Let me know if it helped you out. If it was whack, let me know. I think it helped you out. I'm going to have a great night. We will see you on the next time. Have a huge night. Be safe. God bless. Let's go for the next win. Let's go.